guys, today's video is about the microbial diversity. When we talk about the diversity of the microbes, the diversity it is a combination or differences of microbes that shapes their purpose and use. So it is about what makes a microbe unique, including their background, personality, and their life. Microbes are organisms that are too small to be seen with the unaided eye. They evolved long before the first plant and animals appeared and affect our lives in more ways than we might expect. Currently, estimates suggest there could be at least 1 billion different species of microbes on Earth, possibly more. All these microbes can be grouped into 5 major types: the viruses, bacteria, archaea, fungi, and protists. The viruses, they are the smallest of all the microbes. Their genome is made of their DNA or RNA, and this is packaged inside a protein shell called a capsid. They are not made of cell, cannot make their own proteins, and don't grow. Instead, they must infect a host cell and hijack its machinery to assemble new viruses. So viruses are only able to infect a limited number of species living organisms. So viruses has the ability to change location, making energy from nutrients, responding to changes in the environment, increasing in size, making new organism, they also get rid of their waste, then getting nutrients from the environment. So in contrast to viruses, bacteria, archaea, protists, and fungi are all cellular living organisms. They have a DNA genome and make machinery to produce their own proteins. They are divided into 2 main groups based on their cell structure: the prokaryotes and eukaryotes. Prokaryotes. Bacteria and archaea are prokaryotes. They are single cells with a cellular DNA genome that floats around in the cytoplasm. Many prokaryotes have one or more smaller circles of DNA called plasmids that carry additional gene. Bacteria and archaea have a very similar cell structure. They do not have a nucleus or membrane-bound organelles. Some prokaryotes have tail-like structure called flagella, which they use to swim through liquid, or fimbriae, which enable them to stick to surfaces. Bacterial cells are mostly circular or rod-shaped, but a few have spiral or corkscrew shape. Another defining feature is the use of peptidoglycan as a component of their cell wall. You almost certainly have millions of Escherichia coli bacteria in your lower intestine. Most strains of E. coli are harmless, but a few can cause serious food poisoning that can be fatal. The archaea. The archaea looks similar in size and structure to bacteria, but come in a wider variety of cell shapes. Many archaea live in hostile environments. Some interact with other organisms, but no archaea are known to cause disease. Unlike bacteria, they do not have peptidoglycan in their cell walls. Many archaea live in extreme environments, including Haloquadratum, which has ultra-thin, square-shaped cell. It is found all over the world in salt lakes that are up to 10 times saltier than seawater due to evaporation. So salty, in fact, it would kill you if you were to drink it. Next is the eukaryotes. The eukaryotes include protists, fungi, plants, and animals. The defining feature of a eukaryotic cell is that it has a nucleus, in which the linear DNA genome is packed into one or multiple chromosomes. Eukaryotic cell also contain multiple membrane-bound organelles, including mitochondria, and are not found in prokaryotic cell. The protists. The protists are a very varied group consisting of all the eukaryotes that are not fungi, plants, or animals. Most are uncellular and include plant-like algae, animal-like protozoa, and fungi-like smile molds. Plasmodium is a protist that caused the disease malaria, responsible for the death of thousands of people every year. The Giardia is a protist that causes gastroenteritis in humans. It has two nuclei that make the cell look like they have a face. Next is fungi. Fungi exist as either single cell or as multicellular organism formed of thin, branching tubular structure called hyphae. Some fungi are able to switch between these two forms in response to environmental condition or temperature. One of the defining features of fungi is that their cell wall contains chitin. The Candida albicans is a fungus that lives in the intestine and mouth of 50% of the human population. It is usually cause no harm, but if the normal community of microbes is disturbed or the immune system is not functioning properly, it can cause disease. That's all for today. Thank you for watching.